There's a body on the side of the trail. What happened here? Maybe I should take another look around before I move on. Maybe I should take another look around before I move on.
Thorn Marsh. Quite a sight, isn't it? Never thought I'd find myself this deep in Tenakth territory.
Have you run into any trouble?
I've been keeping my head down. Had to duck into the swamps a couple of times to avoid Tenakth patrols.
Well, I'm here now, so spill it. Who is Amatis, really?
Like I said before, he helped me put a stop to a hunter-killer machine out in the wilds. At first, he thought I was just another hunter from the lodge who only cared about the biggest machine trophy. And I thought he was just a grouchy hermit living in the woods. But then, he trusted me with the truth. Told me how the Red Raids took everything from him. Seeing that side of him, I don't know, changed things.
You love him, don't you?
I think I might, yeah.
Then why did you part ways?
When he told me how he failed to save the woman from his past, I told him how I made peace with my father and brother's deaths. He realized he needed to do the same on his own.
Wait. When we searched that Red Raid's battlefield together, you said he'd lost someone close to him there. I thought you meant a fellow soldier.
She was. Women aren't allowed to serve in the Karja army, but Nessa disguised herself so she could. Amatis kept her secret. When he left to come out west, he promised he'd send word that he was all right, but his letter never came.
So you set out to find him.
And when we do, I'll have words for him for leading us on this wild goose chase.
Well, at least I kind of understand now. Amatis thought Nessa died on the battlefield, but when he learned that the Tenakth took prisoners back west, he kept going. So I guess now we find this prison, the Rot.
I did some scouting while I was waiting. I think I might have found the way.
Lead on, then. Do you think Nessa might still be alive?
I doubt it. Any Karja prisoners from the Red Raids would have been killed or returned home by now.
Then what's Amatis after?
I think he just needs to know.
Over here, you flaming hunk of scrap.
That's him!
That Fireclaw's right on his heels.
I'm not sure alone. Come on.
Fireclaw should come towards me to fix its own, right?
We've got your back!
Save these for when I need it.
Talana,
You were supposed to let me know you were okay.
I was going to send the message right after I crossed into the desert with an Oseram caravan. But when it became clear that the tunnel had collapsed behind us, I figured the only thing I could do was press on. Seeing as you found a way out here, however, clearly I was wrong. I'm sorry. The last thing I wanted was to worry you.
So, you must be Amatis.
And you must be Aloy. Talana's told me a lot about you. And I guess you must know about me.
A little. We know you're headed for the rot. But what are you hoping to find there?
A clue. Or a shred of one. Anything about Ness's fate. Maybe she died on the battlefield. Or maybe she wasted away in that prison. Either way, I have to know.
Talana told me about you and Nessa during the Red Raids. That you kept her secret.
We were both assigned to the Southern Spear Division. Our orders were to push into Tanakh territory through the tunnel. She was proud to serve the Sundan at first. But as the atrocities mounted, we both saw the raids for what they were.
And the two of you grew close?
We did what we could to protect innocent lives. It felt like we were the only ones who objected to the slaughter. And yes, we were close. Until the Battle of the Burning Blooms.
What happened at the Battle of the Burning Blooms?
I had intel that the Tanakh forces were greater than we had anticipated. I tried to convince my commander to halt the attack. He was a drunken lout. And when I threatened to reveal his incompetence to Karja High Command, he pulled a knife on me. So I killed him.
In self-defense.
It was still murder. I was condemned. But I thought at least I could still save Nessa. I was too late. The fields were already burning. What's more, the commander I had killed was from a powerful... They put a bounty on my head. I've been on the run ever since.
But the Red Raids are long. If he knew...
The Sun King, me.
A pardon from Avad won't stop bounty hunters eager to claim their prize.
So, you and Talana, sounds like the two of you had an adventure out in the wilds.
Claw Striders, a hunter-killer, mercenaries, a shell snapper. Nothing could get in her way.
A scruffy hermit in the woods certainly tried.
That was foolish of him, in hindsight.
Well, we're here now, so let's head to the rot.
I can't ask you to come with me. I feel bad enough you've come this far.
I didn't come all this way just to leave you now.
I know better than to try. Come then. The rot's along the shore, but we'll have to stick to the woods to avoid being seen.
How did you find it?
I overheard a Tanakh patrol from the nearby village talking about it. Figured it out from there.
What were you gonna do if we hadn't found you? Take it on alone?
I only need to question one guard. Figured I'd grab someone when they're by themselves.
Well, now you have us.
We're getting close. Just a little further.
Aloy! Come back! I was wondering when you'd be back. Should we move on?
There it is. The rot.
Those are Regala's rebels. They're waging civil war against the rest of the Tanakh. They must have taken over the prison.
Then they would have killed any of the guards. They were my last hope of finding out if Nessa was there.
Maybe not. There might still be some clue inside.
Even after all this time?
Aloy can see much more than you or I.
And let's do it. Any scrap of hope is better than nothing.
We'll have to find another way in. The front gate looks impenetrable.
And there's no way we're scaling those walls.
You two stay here. I'll see if I can find another way in and get that gate open. I should check around the sides. Might be a way in from the water.
We'll head in as soon as you get the gate open. Thank you for doing this, Aloy. I hope I'll find the answers inside.
Stay sharp. There's movement out there. Look at them.
Gotta give the main gate to let Talana and Amatis in.
Check.
What do you have to report?
Another long watch.
Any sign of the enemy? Itching for a fight. Hope we see some action soon.
What's happening?
Good time to let Talana and Amatis in.
Who did this? This is where I saw something.
Where? Looks clear to me.
Need a rest
My fault.
and a bite.
Don't know what got into
Stiff
me.
drink wouldn't hurt.
Let's hope
either.
it was nothing.
Come back! I dare you!
Orders say we check everything. So we check.
There's a body.
One down. If I can get the main gate open, Talana and Amatis can help me clear out the rest of this place.
What's that?
Okay. I think we must be clear.
Just so you know, I'm asking for another shift. You're the worst.
I'll take quite a few with me.
We're sneaking around. Hold on. As soon as the coast is clear.
Okay, spit it out.
What? Huh?
Door's locked. Gonna have to find the key. But I should let Talana and Amadis in first.
There's no giving up now. Got to keep up the fight.
Come then!
I won't accept defeat!
Get over here now!
That's all of them. Better get that main gate open for Talana and Amadis.
End of the line, Outlanders!
That device is gonna call a machine. It's on to me. I've got your back, baby.
Join the fight!
right. I think that's the end of it.
Hey, is anyone else?
Hear that?
Here. Door's locked, but that last rebel had a key on it.
Freed by Karja. Have we not been humiliated enough?
It's not their fault you were locked up in your own prison.
I'm looking for information about a Karja soldier. She might have been a prisoner here 5 years back. Her name was Nessa.
The Karja Nessa was here.
Nessa.
I'll handle this.
It's you, isn't it? Nessa, how?
It's
Why?
Rataka.
Let me get this straight. You were Nessa. You were brought here as a prisoner during the Red Raids and then became Tenakth?
The Karja forbid women from military service. I lived my life pretending. A ship of the Tenakth measure a soldier only by their so I took my place among.
Nessa. Why didn't you let me know you were alive?
I had a new life. Not even for you.
The way Amadis talked about your time together, I thought you'd still care about him.
It was 5 years ago.
I didn't abandon you. Before the battle, I tried to get Godiah to call off the attack, but of course, he didn't listen. I ended up killing him.
Then he got what he deserved.
I ran for the battlefield to find you. But you were already gone by the time I got there.
I didn't know. But even if I did, I mourned you, and then I moved on.
If you were brought here as a prisoner, how did you become Tenakth?
I knew it was only a matter of time before the Tenakth killed me and the others who were held captive. But one day, one of their soldiers stopped in front of my cell, asked how a woman had ended up fighting for the Mad Sun King. As he spoke, I realized he was once Karja.
Vashav.
I heard how he fell at the embassy. He deserved a better death than that. The other prisoners he condemned to death, but he convinced the Tenakth to let me fight for my life. I won through blood and blade. I became Rataka and never looked back.
You were willing to wear a disguise so that you could serve in the Karja army. Do you miss being Karja at all?
No. The Red Raids showed me there was no honor in fighting for the Karja. And when my comrades and I were brought here as prisoners, we knew no one would ever come for us.
I would have, had I known.
It's better this way. Beneath my Karja armor, I found I had the blood of a Tenakth.
So if you became Tenakth,
My squad was ordered to retake the rot from Regala.
considering how much Regala seems to hate the Karja, I'm surprised.
You're right. I'd be dead if they knew. But
What will you do now?
you've taken back the rot. My squad will...
So this is it? After...
It has to be. My place will always... I'm sorry that you deserve better than how the last fight... I'll make sure you're granted safe passage out of the... Consider it Nessa's fun.
At least now you know the truth.
Somehow it hurts. He must think I'm an idiot.
No, I just think you have... I'll take you back east to the Sendem.
Talana,
Me too.
Are you alright?
To be honest,
What's going to happen between you two?
I'm not sure. And I won't be anyone's second choice. I want you to have this. First, no hawk could ask for a better thrush.
So, I guess this is it then.
I think I'll hang around Barren Light for a while, before returning to Meridian. If you find yourself back that way, look for me there.
I will. Maybe I should check in with her the next time I'm at Barren Light. Seems like she could use a shoulder to lean on.